Oh, am I? I know. Oh, there's a delay. Hey, there we go. This is the Big Ash live stream. What's up, my people? How's it going? Christian, what's happening? How is everybody? I don't hear you, Kev. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad it's not just me. Let's see here. All right. How is everybody going here? What we got in here? We got Christian. I know James and the fellas are on at Ron's house. Happy birthday, Ron.
Does it
Yeah. Can you pour a little bit of that BEP, please?
does it work?
The BEP, the Maker's Mark. Sweet. Yes.
Does it work now?
What?
Still nothing. Can you hear me?
A little bit. Glenn, please. That's weird. It's not muted, is it?
No.
Is it turned up?
Yeah.
That's weird. Big Ash. Yes, the Big Ash. Because that's what we do. We ash big. Thank you. Get some drink here. Little bit of name change. You know, we don't do it daily, so we figured why not call it something grander?
Okay,
Big
that
Ash.
should work.
Hey, there's Kevin.
I just switched to 3. 4 wasn't working with this mic apparently.
Oh, well,
Does not like it
we'll figure that out later.
at some point.
It's just, you know what it is? It's probably because the settings are preset for your other mic.
Yeah.
So,
So I'll just use 3 from now
did
on.
not think about that. That's okay. How's it going, Kev?
It's going well. Trying to get my fan to stay in place so
There you
I can actually get it to work the way I want it to.
go. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Tell Christian I like his ideas. If Jeremy Sears didn't have a leaf in there.
Who?
Jeremy Sears, YouTuber.
Had all these.
Christian, Lane likes your idea, but Jeremy Sears already has the name taken.
Well, say leaf and barrel.
Leaf and Barrel is his.
Oh, that would have been a good one. Ashen Barrel?
Ashen Barrel. Like Ashen or Ash and?
Ash and? Ash in? Ash,
Ash,
Ashen?
Ashen.
Big Ash is Monday.
Big Ash is a good one. I like that one. Oh, I was about to smoke the one that I shouldn't.
Good job.
Ah,
Just
thank you.
smoke. Just smoke one of them.
That's right.
I haven't even set up a microphone, my laptop, my tablet.
Anyways,
How was your Father's Day? You do anything fun?
my Father's Day was good. We went and celebrated it with my father-in-law the day before. So yesterday we celebrated with my dad. We had asada and some beans and stuff.
Okay.
And then with my wife's dad, we cooked some tri-tip and stuff. Tri-tip ribs, smoked ribs.
Oh.
He does like a full-on spread, like he's feeding a platoon.
Okay.
Mind you, sometimes there is a platoon there.
Yeah, I mean that's if you're gonna feed people, you might as well feed a platoon-sized group of people.
That's right. And I did not take food home this time like I usually do.
Really?
Yeah.
No leftovers.
No, there was.
Oh.
Just I had to leave and I didn't have time to put into that.
That's all right. It happens.
I know. It's sad, though. I ate so much.
Is
and-
James still in here?
Yes,
Yeah.
James is here.
James, your little decision caused problems for my life that we need to talk about.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
not on the podcast.
That one.
Oh, that's right, James. You're still in the doghouse.
So did she?
He says he might have brought cigars, so he might have cigars. So he knows how to get out of the doghouse.
It's going to be important.
Yeah, they better be good.
That could help. I don't know how much. it's
Also,
gonna
I have
help.
a problem. I apologize if there's, I doubt there are any ladies in the audience, but the whole idea that like women can read minds, yeah, not so much, turns out.
Not
what
well.
about Miss Cleo,
Who's Miss Cleo?
the psychic?
I don't know. Don't know anything about
You
it.
don't remember Miss Cleo? She had all those infomercials. Don't be scared, child. That man doesn't love you anymore.
All right.
Oh yeah, there's trouble. James and the crew.
Yep, they're all together.
Yeah,
They're
they're all
chiming in
together.
now?
So everybody can look at James and tell him he's a bastard.
I think he knows that already.
So James, hear me out here. Oh, he's got a photo. Yeah. So you did your little thing, and then she decided that she needed a project. So immediately I walk into my cigar shop, and she's up here with whatever her name was, Carly, right? Friendly enough, little mousy, not really my thing, didn't engage at all. So then, later that night, she's not Carly, is like, what are you doing tomorrow? Like, I'm hanging out with my dad. Well, you're not hanging out with your dad the whole day. Like, okay, I think my intent in that comment was clear, but I'll play your silly game. Okay, you're right. I'm not hanging out with my dad the whole day. I don't feel like lying. Well, you should join us for milkshakes, adult milkshakes, which, come the fuck on. Anyway,
That sounds horrible, to tell you the truth.
They're bourbon.
they're actually really good.
Yeah, they're tasty.
But not not what I'm gonna do with my day.
Oh, I felt
They're
like
tasty as shit.
I felt like it would cause it to curd or something.
They're also like 9,000 calories.
Ew.
So, I'll text you. Okay, I'm already obviously not going to like respond like, hey, I'm coming. So like magically I end up with Reno with other things to do. You know, things far away from here, not gonna make it. Figured that'd be the end of it. Like that now I've given 2 pretty solid hints, like not showing up. And then I get a text. No pressure. Want to know if I can pass your number along. Like, well, all you've been doing about so far is pressure. Like that's the whole process has been pressure. Like, don't want it to be weird. Well, it was weird when you called me out for not hanging out with my dad all day, but you know, whatever. That's cool. Also, no, not interested. Thank you. I appreciate what you're trying to do, but for a lot of reasons, no. Well, I didn't mean for it to be. Clearly, you did. You just didn't expect to get called out on it. And 100% your fault,
So yep.
James.
Everyone look at James. Give him that disapproving look.
Now shake your head.
Yep, shake your head and then look away from him. Yeah, he went to Texas and hid for 2 weeks or 3 weeks actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he helping his mom out or something?
I'm sure.
I'm sure there was a lot going on. So.
Now James is trying to sweet talk you to make up.
Listen,
Brother Lane.
sweet talk in this shop is done with bourbon and cigars, my friend. This is just how it goes.
Look at him, James, shaking my head. That's all right. We look at him every day and do that. Just go, I can't believe this guy.
Oh, fucking.
It is-
So I've already been accused of renaming this thing with a mundane name, and I apologize. I suck at naming things. Also, most names are taken.
And we did not help. Really.
Christian, I do like your names, but Jeremy Sears is pretty popular, and Leaf and Barrel is sort of a big show, and they seem like they would be encroaching on those titles.
Say less. No, it's a public forum. We can say more. We can say all we want to say.
I'm smoking an Oliva V because I needed like a comfort cigar. I needed like an old stalwart to, you know, bring happiness to my life.
The V is pretty good for that. It's very good.
And then I've never seen the Cusano 18 Maduros, but I'm going to try one.
You know what? I'm smoking it right now.
Yeah?
Not bad.
We'll let Casey tell you how it is.
It's not. I'm surprised. This is a good Maduro. I mean, it's Cusano, so it's not saying much, but they do an okay job, surprisingly. I mean, 18 years of age on tobacco.
Is it legitimately 18 years of age?
It is 18 years. That's why it's
I mean,
called
that's
the Cusano 18.
The most age we have on a cigar in there, I'm pretty sure.
That's the
Yeah.
most in a factory that I know of, with the exception of some of the Padron stuff. What do you got?
No, I was just thinking, after smelling yours, now this isn't a neck pour, I just cracked this bottle.
Yeah.
But they're both obviously MGP. Like you can pick it up in the, whatever yeast they're using
Oh, yeah.
is producing the same foundational notes. It just is.
Which one is that?
This is the Fortuna.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to open it for the review, so we're reviewing this whenever you get it. P.S. We're going to change the whiskey format because I'm just bored. We're going to steal partly from another show, and then we're going to change it. So wait, you guys...
Christian.
Christian can say those things because he's far away in
That's
Texas.
right. Can't get touched.
You know what? My problem is that she didn't engage. I mean, they were in here for, what, an hour and a half? 2 hours?
Yeah, probably solid.
And I was moving around the room talking to everybody, and she just sat in the corner quiet like she was waiting for something. And I've never found... Listen, for some guys, I'm sure that's a perfect relationship. I've never found that my relationships work well with people, with girls like that are just, waiting for whatever. Like, I need someone that engages more than that, just personally. And I was super nice about it, but in the end, I was like, but no. Also, like, in women speak, I've told you this like 3 times.
This is true. So it wasn't fun.
I mean, I never had to deal with it after they were in the shop.
This is true. They didn't come in that day, so
Yeah. No,
I didn't know what happened. I mean, I knew what happened.
Well, I
but
told him
didn't
I
know-
wasn't going to make it. I didn't tell him why. I just let him assume I was still with my dad or something.
Wait, were you in the shop still? When all this went down first time?
Yeah, I was here the first time. Yeah.
And you just watched?
I was just an observer at that point. I was like, he's not going.
No.
Leave him alone.
I went to Reno and got some golf clubs regripped.
Oh, did you?
Did
If
you
I'm
get
being
it back?
honest.
Did you re-shaft them?
No, just regripped. I just had a couple where I'd worn through the grip in like one spot where I put a lot of pressure.
The new
Oh, okay.
ones?
No. Wedges from
Okay.
ages ago.
Oh, okay. Did you see any of the U.S. Open?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it today.
It wasn't bad.
Felt like Rory just gave it away.
He did. It was kind
I
of.
mean, Bryson's a solid player, but I felt like Rory gave it away.
I have more respect for Bryson now after watching his YouTube videos.
Yeah, my problem is I still can't watch his swing.
No, because it's god awful.
I mean, the twitches and the nerves and the like, what are you doing? Stop, man.
It's
Just stop.
The strong arm. I'm gonna muscle every swing that I possibly can.
Including the putter.
Yes.
Like how he gets on the putter is so awkward.
It looks like he's gonna break it by holding the way he's got it against his arm.
Yeah.
Like I can't tell if there's a bend in that shot. Like there has
Well,
to be.
it's the grip is like this. So it's flat and then it angles out like this.
Okay.
So he locks his forearm against it here. So there's a little bit of an angle there.
Okay.
Like it's meant to suck up to your forearm.
Okay. 'Cause I just figured he bent the shit out of that holding it like that.
No. It's got
Strong
like
arm.
the grip's also like that big around.
Fucking hell.
But I don't. He can play, but I can't watch him play.
No,
His
that's-
swing is hard to watch.
That's fair.
It makes me want to like get the yips. Yeah.
There was a video and he was playing with a PGA kid set, and he crushed it playing with a kid set. And I was like, that's actually kind of impressive.
Oh yeah.
Is that just because he strong armed it through?
Yeah, I mean he does that stupid swing he does, but
Yeah.
he just muscled through him.
They want to know what we're drinking. Oh, we didn't get what you're smoking. What are you smoking?
I am smoking
Trash.
a Camacho Nicaragua.
Oh, I was right.
You don't even like
I
Camacho.
like the Camacho. That's not
It's good,
trash.
right?
That's hurtful.
It's hurtful.
You know,
And
Camacho responds, okay?
That's right. Nobody else does.
Trash.
And I'm also drinking.
Is that the blue one? No, that's the Ecuadorian.
No, this is the Nicaragua.
Blue's Ecuadorian
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I like the blue one.
Yeah.
I thought you liked the Nicaragua. Didn't we try this last week?
What?
Nicaragua.
Camacho.
We've smoked.
I've smoked
We've
all
smoked
of
a
them.
few of them.
My favorite's the blue one.
Okay.
Like they're not offensive. They're not like the trash we reviewed the last couple weeks. That was excessive.
Yes.
I find them outside of the Ecuadorian to be a little bit mundane.
Fair.
They are kind of like it's kind of there.
Yeah, like the flavor profile feels a little bit dated.
Yeah.
Kind of mute almost. Right. And I'm also drinking the Rare Character single barrel straight rye. If I remember.
Yeah,
that's
so it's a
what it
barrel
is.
pick. Is that
Yeah.
also a Minden Meat and Deli pick?
Yeah, it's from Kevin.
So I'm smoking something.
It's a TKO 43 barrel though. Apparently, there's.
Is that the Cooperage TKO?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Barrel number TKO-43.
Ooh, San Cristobal. That was one of the things. So we had a guy in here. I got a shout. We're gonna shout him out on the review, but I got to shout out Joe Lee because he sat in here and bullshitted with us for a long time, and we talked about cigars, and he's just getting into it. He's been about a year, so he knows enough.
Okay.
but we were going through like, try this, try that. Like, what do you think of this? He loved the last call, by the way.
Because it's fantastic.
It's hard not to.
Yeah.
So he's part of the Nebraska ash holes,
Yep.
which apparently there's one in every state.
The
It's a
the
cigar club.
chapter. Yeah, the cigar chapter.
But yeah, he was super cool. He's already tagged me in some stuff in their group.
Cool.
He's like, I'm going to tell him to come in and hang out anyone who comes to Tahoe,
Nice.
which is probably more than he realizes.
Yeah. We can get some cuts. We can join the cult.
So I'm smoking the in-house brand for Rare Character, Fortuna, and I got the barrel strength, which I had. This is the first time I've opened it. I picked it up at the end of last year, and then it just went into a cubby hole like a lot of bourbon in my place at this point because I have too many bottles open.
Yeah.
I also have too many bottles open. I
Yeah.
think I'm sitting around 50 now.
You might have me beat for open bottles. There's not a chance in hell you have me beat for closed bottles.
There's like 4 that I haven't drinking because 2 of them are the E.H. Taylor and 2 of them are those Angels Envy.
E.H. Taylor small batch?
Not the E.H. Taylor, the other one, Ezra Brook. Not Ezra. The one that we didn't like.
Ezra Brooks, because
Yeah,
it's
that one.
terrible.
Yeah, the Ezra,
That
yeah.
is trash.
That is just sitting in my garage.
Just give it away.
I was going to. I just
Pour it
haven't
out
yet.
for the homies.
I don't have any homies that come to visit.
Well, then pour it out for the homeless people.
Do you want some?
The
No,
proof
no.
of my Fortuna is 120.8.
Woo.
Ooh.
There's some fire on that.
A little low for a barrel pick.
But still, that's fire.
I'd say that's right in the ballpark where it needs to be for a barrel pick. Because this one's what, one?
Depends on what it is.
31.
Those Jack Daniels barrel pick, the single barrel proof rye picks,
Yeah.
the ones in the low 130s are phenomenal.
Oh,
Like mind-blowingly good.
really?
Yes.
I don't
That
think
Death and Taxes pick was
Was that
132. 132.
Didn't seem like it.
I don't
I know.
That was smooth.
I don't think we've gone over 130s really in here though.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
Have we?
100% we
Yeah.
have.
Which ones? I don't even remember.
A couple of the... No, not the, so the Stags.
Those are 130.
Well, they vary.
136.
The Stag we drank was higher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stags. God, what else? I know we've gone over. I know we've been in the 130s. The Jack picks are all over 130
What
that
was
we
your
did.
birthday one?
117.6,
Okay.
0.8, something like that.
Oh, you know what? They're at Ron's house. I wonder if he still has any of that apple pie stuff.
Oh.
That shit was delicious.
What's that? The moon?
Yes, the moon
Yeah.
stuff. That shit's good. I'm still
And
waiting
then-
for my bottle, Ron.
Casey's drinking the Maker's Mark BEP from last year, that limited release they did
I love that stuff so
from
much.
the Masters. No, it's the Finishers series or something.
Yeah,
Which they were like, we're discontinuing, and then they immediately brought it back.
yeah, because it was probably the best Maker's Mark they've put out in a while.
Yeah. I don't think they've made anything better.
No, I don't. You can't have regular Maker's Mark after you've had the good stuff.
Oh my god! So we were R&Ding drinks on the bar in the restaurant today
Yes.
because I'm still finalizing the cocktail menu, and they started talking about bourbon, and I sat there like, do I want to? And at some point, someone said something that was just like incredibly wrong, like abhorrent to the idea of bourbon. And I corrected them, and they're like, "Do you know, like, what do you know about bourbon?" Like, I know a little bit.
I dabble.
Like,
He dabbles.
I dabble.
and then about the 5th bourbon that they brought up, that I explained everything about it too. They were like, "So wait, you know, like I drink a lot of bourbon."
You more than dabble.
I was like, "Look, I really enjoy this, and I've been doing it for a long time."
Oh. No, it doesn't burn a hole in your esophagus. It's fine, Christian. It's okay.
You'll be fine.
It's
Which one?
136.
He's
Gold
saying
label.
the
Yeah,
proof.
James. That's a rye barrel proof pick.
Yeah.
The gold label green writing, those are phenomenal.
Those are so good.
Yeah.
That's
I haven't
probably
had
my
a bad
favorite.
one yet.
That's my favorite one, I think.
The green label
The
rye.
green label rye. I think
Yeah.
that's my favorite one.
I mean, it's my favorite rye for sure. No, I've never. Well, I have had it. I'd have to have them side by side. The Handy and BTAC.
Oh. Yeah, you would have to put them right next to each other.
Because they're pretty similar. They're similar in proof. They're both like lower. They're like bourbon drinkers' rye. They're like 55%. They're not 95.5s.
Okay. There's more to it.
Yeah, there's corn and like barley. Like it's a good mash bill. It's not just a 95.5 rye malted barley.
Okay. I'll have to try that. I want to try that Frank Sinatra Jack Daniels, but it's way too fucking expensive.
I saw
For
it.
what it is, 120 is pricey.
Yeah, like I like the display.
It's
I like
120
the box.
that you've seen. I saw one over there at Minden for 199.
Oh, I can
Yeah.
get it for 120 right now.
Yeah.
I know like 4 shops that have it.
Well,
Why is he selling it for 199?
I have no idea. That's what was on the bottle.
That seems excessive.
That's steep for that bottle.
Yeah.
I think the one at Aloha was like 150.
Did anyone buy that bottle from Aloha?
Which one?
The Jack Daniels limited twice barrel rye.
I didn't make it in there to get it. So.
I didn't go get it, but I can stop by and see if it's still there.
I'm tempted. They keep dropping the price on it because they don't have that clientele. I'm so tempted.
Oh,
They have the clientele. They just don't know
What
that
are we
they're
looking
around.
I wonder if that's good.
The what?
Ooh,
The green Blantons.
what's going on,
The
bud?
Blantons. Someone was showing me. Oh, my brother-in-law. He works for one of the distributors.
Yeah.
You need a
He
cigar,
was
bud?
showing me that there's an old bar in Texas that orders a lot of the old bottles.
cigarettes.
And
No, the bar does,
What,
or
what he
Dottie's
does
does?
is he buys the old products and then brings them into
Sorry,
his
man.
bar, and he
You
sells
too.
them there, and he pours out at that bar. So they had a 1991 Blanton's there. They had a couple other old ones
Where's this bar?
down in Texas. He said,
What part of Texas?
"I'm not 100% sure to tell
Well,
you the
that's
truth.
not
I gotta find
helpful
out."
as shit. Come
Listen,
on.
I thought it was interesting.
I would love to
I
go.
will-
I'm curious if it's
I will
close.
get more information on it. It might not even be in Texas. It could be in Kentucky for all I know.
It wouldn't surprise me if it's in Kentucky. I feel
Yeah.
like there's a lot of bars in Kentucky that have just a old collection of booze just sitting on the shelf.
All this owner does is go out and buy the old booze that people still have and calls the vintage bottles and brings them in.
Dusties.
Yeah,
They're called
Dusties.
Dusties.
Dusties?
Yeah, Dusties.
Yeah. That's the cigar world's term for old bottles. Dusties.
Dusty.
Legitimately, I don't know what it is. I don't know what they were doing differently then. Now, if the cooperage was different, because it doesn't age in the bottle, but it's different whiskey than it is
So
now.
what he was telling me is a lot of it has to do with the wood that they were using back
Better
then.
seasoned wood.
Yeah,
I believe it.
It's older wood too. A lot of the wood they're using now is newer stuff.
Yeah.
So it had more age on
Well,
it.
that makes sense because they weren't going through it so much.
Yeah.
Right. It wasn't mass menu. It was like, oh, we can just go cut down this grove that's been in the backyard for whatever. Not
Exactly.
this manufactured grove that we really need to make barrels out of tomorrow.
Wait, James, so fill me in. I want your opinion. Big Ash. So it's not the Big Ash, it's Big Ash. So I can do plays on words, right? One, it was available. And two, I can be like the Big Ash live stream or a Big Ash review or whatever. Also, I think it looks better on Schwag than the Daily Torch. I like that. I just took too much grief for people being like, is it daily? It's like, no, we tried. That sucked. Yeah.
It's hard to do daily.
That's literally how
especially-
that went. Like, do you know how hard it is to produce content for 7 days a week? It's a pain in the ass.
especially when it comes to like cigar shop and all that. It's not like playing a different video game every day. It's
Yeah, it would be daily would be a slog.
Yeah.
not to mention we're already beat
For
after what 3 cigars usually, sometimes more. Than
Yeah,
that.
that would be that'd be too much smoking for anybody.
Yeah.
Like
Chris-
we are not George Burns.
Is the Green Label a Japanese release or like a duty free? Where was its intended market?
I thought most green labels were Rise.
Yeah, but Blanton's isn't.
Okay. This one doesn't even have a green label.
It is except for Blanton's. That's,
Yeah.
that's a different.
They're special.
They
Got
don't.
it.
They don't do that.
Most of the Blanton's labels are different ages and different proofs for different markets. Like they didn't release almost all the stuff they released in Japan was 80 or 86 proof because I think the Japanese just like lower proof whiskeys. I don't know, something about their national sensibilities. Doesn't matter.
Fair.
Oh, look at that. We have a champion that just joined the chat room. It's good to see a fellow champion
You
there.
listen.
I didn't even have to change the camera for that.
Whenever you guys want the rematch, you just let me know.
Yeah, you'll get the rematch when we're done being champions.
Yeah, that's 100% accurate.
So next year is what you're saying. Next year it is.
I'm a brother, so I think big ass.
Well, I mean, that's sort of the play on words, right? Like, big ass is sort of what, like, ashhole, the cigar ashholes. It's obviously a play on words to imply
asshole.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and it kind of fits the group. Like, we're kind of jerks.
We can be 100%.
Oh, there's
Joe,
right there.
we gave you the shout out. We didn't get my father's for Father's Day reviews. We're going to review, what are we reviewing, Casey?
Cazadores by Arturo Fuente.
Is this like a tequila infused cigar, or do they
Oh,
just like
God,
the name?
No, I think they just came up with
Dude,
this
I like
name.
the label. That's kind of sexy.
Yeah, it's one of the old schooler
Simple, stands
Fuentes. Yeah, it's
Sweet.
Like a
So we're going to review a
Fuentes.
Fuente, which
Yeah.
we will also shout you guys out and link you to the review.
It's 2 weeks after Lane's.
Dude, if you think that's going to stop me from beating the pants off of both of them, you're crazy.
that
You're
won't.
crazy.
he's not gonna let that happen.
I will be swinging one-handed with a crutch. Like,
Yeah, me and LeBron, we're ready whenever though. That's fine.
like
you got
I'm
James.
gonna make the golf swing with that little knee scooter. Like,
Hey, Bubby.
the fucking knee scooter.
I don't know, because you had an issue getting your
If
foot
you
off.
had the knee scooter, we might let you play from the same tees.
You would
might.
have
We
to.
might. No, we don't have to.
Well,
but
think
we
about
might.
it. So when he started having that pain last week, he couldn't even get a golf swing going. He'd attempt. He couldn't lift
Yeah,
his
he's
foot off.
still-
No, no, no.
or
He's
apply
still shot
pressure.
pretty
mind
well.
you,
Yeah.
I would have had to play a fade all day. I was still hitting my
Yeah,
drives 310.
But you were
Yeah.
still pissed off about it.
Well, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah, but that's different. If he's got the little knee scooter, then at least we've got a chance. You know.
You just gotta
Plus,
move it on him.
if we make him go to the black tees again, and he's got to wheel his golf scooter up like a shitty fucking hill, he's just gonna be more mad about it, and then he's gonna play better. So-
He says you guys got him hooked on the last call of Micaderas.
yeah, the last call.
Yeah, the Caritas are fantastic. I love the last call. I was, how many times, listen, how many times is that my last cigar of the night? When we're done with this, how many times do I go in and grab that cigar?
It's
All
either
the
that
time.
one or the Warhawk.
yeah.
Yeah,
But the
It's
Warhawk you'll
just-
start off
it's
too
just-
with.
It's just such a good cigar.
Yes.
right?
It's like not too overpowering. It's got the right flavor. It's perfect, and it's short.
Well
'Cause you're like,
relevant.
I want another one, but I don't.
And
want a
when your
full one."
palate's getting a little funky, that natural sweetness pops a little bit and still makes it a good cigar.
Yes.
It's a real thing. What do you guys want to talk about? What do you guys want us to talk about?
Oh, can we talk about those garbage ass fucking articles?
Which ones?
Any of all right?
All of them?
I read an article. Okay, I'm so tired of this fucking online bullshit like articles that have these catchy fucking titles.
Hold on, wait. I'm off every Monday, Tuesday, and either Sunday or Wednesday. Give me a date. I'm driving to the Bay Area. Or come up here. We can play North Star.
Oh snap! He's challenged you. He's thrown the gauntlet down. Will you accept his challenge?
He did say he was going to take you head on too. That's,
Oh yeah. No, head on. No, I mean, if me and James played together, it would be the funniest round of golf ever because it would be just terrible. We'd have to bring booze or something and just take shots every time we missed or something.
I don't think you'd make it to the end of the 18.
like if you and LeRon played in front of us as like a team, and me and James were our own team, that would be fucking hilarious. For
I
me
think
and
I think
James.
you and James should go do putt golf instead. Putt golf is probably where it's at for you two.
Don't go into my wheelhouse now.
Exactly.
I'll destroy it. Fucking putt golf.
Dude, the knee scooter. Mine's what? Wait, what F1 colors would you paint your knee scooter, Casey?
Ooh.
Would it be a team comparable to your golf skill?
No, you know what? If I'm gonna paint a scooter for F1 colors, I think I would have to go with that
Ferrari red.
first Alpine blue color that came out before they fucked it off with all the pink.
Oh, dude, you know what I
Yeah,
would?
that
You know what I would do?
traditional
It's
blue.
blasphemous on every level.
What?
You want to guess at it? You're just going to tell you.
Red Bull.
The old school Marlboro Ferrari.
No,
That would have been cool.
it'd be the McLaren Senna colors.
colors. Son bitch. you
No,
bastard.
dude, when did the news, like, you click into an article, right?
Yeah. So
And it's like 3 sentences, and then it's an ad, and then you get 3 more sentences, and then it's an ad, and they haven't addressed anything that's in the headline
yeah,
yet.
the title is like super catchy.
And then you get to the bottom, and it sort of relates to that, but not at all what they said. And then it's over, and you're like, wow, I just helped them make money for being terrible.
Yes, like so last week I read one and it was like Ocon out. And I'm like, "Oh, is Alpine parting ways with Esteban earlier than they initially said? Like is that kid getting a seat somewhere? Is one of the new French drivers going to get a chance to drive for?" So I'm like, "Oh, I'm really interested." And I click it. And it basically explains Alpine's crappy decision making and all their troubles halfway through the season now. And then it gets to the bottom where it was like, well, they're going to keep Esteban all the way through the year. And I'm like, yeah, then he's not out. He's fucking still driving. I'm like, this is garbage. And there's 20 fucking ads that pop up in between that. And you're just like, okay, just get to the point. Like, write a fucking article.
Dude, I've stopped. So if I click in, as soon as I realize that's what it is, I don't care what it's about. I go out. I'll find the information somewhere else.
I'm the same now. I'm just like, I'll just Google it. I don't fucking care. Like, this is so stupid.
So the only chance I got to watch any of the College World Series, Joe, is on the restaurant, like on the TVs in the restaurant while I'm doing other things. So I watch, 3 or 4 pitches here and there, and that's about it. Unfortunately,
I caught the end of the Florida-Nebraska game.
Yeah,
Wasn't bad. They were slapping pretty hard. It was pretty good. What else was good?
Kevin's like, "What's baseball?"
The MotoGP's on.
Oh,
yes.
dude, these guys are crazy. I don't care what
Yeah.
anybody says.
I keep thinking about Kenichi.
These are the craziest racers, to my knowledge, in racing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because they're hitting over 200 in some spots.
yeah, on a bike
Yeah,
in,
Like, I
in
had-
a corner.
I hit 120, and it kind of freaks me out. And I don't go 120 in quarters. I slow way down to take a corner.
Oh,
What?
nice.
That's in September, right? Oh shit, Stacy checking in.
Big Stace.
By September, we should be slow enough that I can get away even if the restaurant's open because I have another manager. I will definitely come down for the golf tournament.
How's she working out? Pretty good so far.
I mean, it's ups and downs.
Fair.
Little.
Any new training?
No, I mean, she has all the skills when she chooses to use them.
Oh,
Sometimes she chooses not to use them. Sometimes she chooses not to use any skill at all. Like when she asked me how to use the TV remote control.
well, I mean,
Which
to her defense, some of those can be complicated, I guess.
it was the standard issue cable box remote control with the bubble, like the round section in the center and the nose and the tail. I'm like, everyone has one of these.
All right, I can't help her.
Yeah, it's-
Oh, dude, Christian went to the only game that mattered.
Oh yeah.
Good for him.
Oh yeah. I guess.
What is Game 5 already happened?
No, today was the Tony Awards, so there was
Oh,
no
so there was
sports.
nothing. Okay.
Because it turns out that Disney owns everything sports related, so they can just control when it comes out. So there's an extra rest day in between all the sports that should happen while we wait.
I mean, it can't hurt Dallas to get an extra rest day.
Yeah, but it's gonna kill the momentum for sure.
For sure. Most of the time, that break always kills the momentum for any team, even in any sport.
I mean, they went really hard.
Laurent, what's tomorrow? Game
the
5. Yeah,
basketball.
yeah.
Yeah. They went really hard in Game 4.
Okay.
Like stupid.
I mean, is it going to be a gentleman's sweep?
Yes.
Is hockey over?
No.
Is that also gonna be a gentleman's
gonna
sweep?
Gentleman's sweep. Although maybe Edmonton put up 9 yesterday
Oh, shit.
to the 1 or the 2 Florida had.
Wait, so is it now 3-2?
It's 3-1.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to probably end in Florida. So all sports is going to be over, and we're left with
Baseball.
Baseball.
Which disappoints you immensely.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, we're only 8 weeks away from preseason.
I know, but that's a lot of 8 weeks of baseball. It's a lot of baseball.
What's wrong with baseball?
A lot. Many
I mean,
things.
there's a lot of things that changed in baseball for sure that are causing issues.
Until there's like some kind of allowed fight or mound rush per game.
you just want a whole brawl between all the players.
The best
Mandatory bench clear?
Yeah, the best part is when the bench clears, or when the coach comes out to bitch and then he just gets ejected, and that's fucking hilarious.
No, I mean, listen, the best fight ever, I'm still convinced, is what's his face charging Nolan Ryan and they getting thrown in a headlock and punched in the face a bunch of times.
Oh, he went to Oak and Eden Distillery.
Oh
Ooh,
shit!
Nice.
I still got to go to more. I would like to visit a lot of them. And I probably a winery here and there, but I'd have to go either with Lane or my friend so I could figure out what the hell's going on there.
I'll tell you winery, but you got to stop smoking cigars for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, you gotta.
I can do that.
Yeah.
These really screw with your palate in wine.
I believe it. It does with the weeders, so I kind of figured wine's more delicate.
Wine's worse. There's some whites you can drink with cigars. Champagne holds up pretty well because of the carbonic acid.
That sounds really good. A Mashiro 12-year.
Shiro 12-year malt.
That sounds good.
Christian, I'll take a look at that when we're over, and I'll text you back. Or I'll text back tomorrow because you'll probably be out by the time I get to look at it. Oh, dude, the Japanese whiskeys.
That stuff's so good.
I still haven't really had a Japanese whiskey.
No? Did
and we've
you-
had it here. I just haven't
Yeah.
touched it.
Did you get any of that Nika?
Nope.
Oh, see, that's.
The Nika from the barrel is one of my favorite go-to Japanese whiskeys.
I'm gonna have to try that one.
See,
It's good.
Yeah.
because
It's an awkward little bottle, but it's really good whiskey.
Oh, is that the little short
the
guy?
square short one with just the like old school 40 cap on it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I haven't had that one. I had the coffee grain, and then I had the bigger Nika.
I've had
Yeah.
sake a couple of times. Is
No.
that different?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just not sure.
Yes.
Yes.
Lots
I know
different.
it's a rice
How
wine.
how dare you?
Hey, I don't know what they do over there
Unbelievable.
entirely with alcohol.
Unbelievable.
I know about soju, and then mixing all kinds of stuff with it.
No. What do you no? Knock it off. Knock it off.
Listen, I'm bringing topics. Whole lot of topics. Biggest topic that I have right now is the stupid, what is it called again? Look, see, I had a topic and I dropped it.
And it's gone. So
that.
the bump stock decision surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah, what
I
made 'em
legitimately thought they were going to uphold it as like it wasn't constitutional. It was under statutory interpretation as really like a de facto machine gun, and they didn't. Although they did say so. Alito, the second most ardent supporter of the Second Amendment on the court, flat out said in his concurring opinion, Congress can likely ban these if they take action. And he goes, it's likely that the people that wrote this law, the NFA, the no machine guns law,
Yeah.
would have seen these as machine guns at the time and banned them had they existed. But that's not what the statute says. So Congress has to act again if they want to ban them. But they wouldn't give it. They said under the statute that it doesn't apply. It's surprised. I legitimately thought they were gonna. So they're gonna. I don't know. Well, I don't know what they're gonna go with the domestic violence thing. They're definitely gonna hold parts and receivers, like the ban on like the 80%ers
Yeah.
as firearms. They're definitely gonna go the other way on that.
Really?
Yeah, they're gonna say that they're not for sure.
Okay.
Is that just because they're parts?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that because they can go after manufacturing pieces and regulate pieces manufactured?
Yeah. So the language in the statute reads readily modifiable to be a firearm, and they highlight some examples, and it doesn't fit within the examples. And then they have a problem because the parts kits, they're like, if a receiver is in the parts kit, the parts are irrelevant. It's already a firearm. So when they say parts kits, they mean parts kits without receivers, which definitely isn't going to be under the language readily modifiable to be a firearm.
Jeez.
Like it's a terrible, like it's a badly
mess.
written statute.
It's a fucking mess.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Look, James knows about soju. Of course, it's
I
from
would
Korea.
expect so. Yeah.
In Korea. Yeah.
Japanese like it too. It gets imported there.
I mean, I've had soju, not in Korea.
I haven't tried
or
soju
Japan.
Yet. I haven't tried soju
I
yet.
don't think I've been
thought
anywhere
about
that
it.
has it.
I mean, I've never had sake that I liked outside of a sake bomb.
Yeah, I haven't found any sake that I like. That's
There's
why
a
I've only had a couple.
really good plum sake that I had.
Yeah.
It was nice because it didn't taste like sake.
Well, does it really count then?
It was still sake. It still got me fucked up. I don't know if that counts, but it didn't taste like sake. And I was like, we could drink this shit all night.
It tastes like plum, apparently.
Here's my problem with sake is you can get really fucked up on sake, and about 10 minutes later, you're like, okay, and it's gone.
Is that accurate?
Yeah, and then you're just like, oh, now I'm fine.
It's kind of like getting full off of sushi.
I don't think I've ever been fucked up on sake.
Well, see, that's you have to drink enough, but once you get there, it's gone like 10 minutes later.
Well, I feel like it's going to take a lot more now with the fact that we've raised our proof so much.
It's not proof. It's not really alcoholic. Like it is alcoholic, but it's not high alcoholic. It's like night train for Japanese people.
Oh.
There.
Night train's
I
fortified.
said it.
I don't even think
was
it's that high
thinking it, I
proof.
said
I think
it.
night train's fortified.
Well, sake feels like it's fortified too.
Yeah, but I don't think it is.
I wouldn't be surprised. Probably is.
All right, I got to light up something.
Plum sake goes down like Gatorade.
Yeah. I would
Facts.
expect.
When you find a good one. I don't
Oh,
like
dude,
hot
the one,
sake.
the mezcal cherry margarita
Yes.
is really
Good.
quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't
I
cared
bet.
for margaritas all that much. I've had like one or two.
So this isn't really a margarita.
Oh.
It's kind of a margarita, but it's good.
Yeah, because it's got more parts than a margarita.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does the mezcal add to it?
It adds smoke. So most mezcal, the process for mezcal is a little bit different in most mezcals than it is tequila. So it's smoked. And the smoke really comes out. And with the tart cherries, then I throw in some Cointreau and a little bit of simple syrup.
Okay.
Shake it up. It's really good.
Yeah. That sounds
So we also did a vodka blueberry smash, but we added a lemon simple syrup.
okay.
And that's, people have been ordering the shit out of that.
Really?
Yeah, and I make it with Grey Goose on the menu, so it's like $22. People fucking love it.
Does it make it a little bit sour? Is that what the lemon does or no?
No, I mean, it was already sour. If you're using raw blueberries, it's already pretty sour. Like, it's
Okay.
tart.
Okay.
The lemon, the citrus sort of balances it out, but there's enough sugar in there that it's like a mild sweet tart.
Okay.
Interesting.
Might have to try that at some
Yeah.
point.
Not with Grey Goose, though.
No.
And then we're going to infuse some Tahoe Blue with lemongrass and lavender, and we're going to make a spritz out of it.
Oh. That might be pretty good, too.
Yeah, so it's going to be Prosecco, that infused Tahoe Blue, and blackberry syrup, a little bit of blackberry syrup.
Oh, shit. So lavendery, blackberry, tasty beverage.
Yes.
Have you tried
But
it?
I'm
already?
waiting. I'm waiting for the. I've tried it without the infusion. I'm waiting for the vodka to infuse.
Okay.
And then we did a spicy blood orange Paloma. So it's infused tequila. We're using Thai chilies, infusing the tequila with heat. Thai chilies because there's no meat on them, so all you get is the heat.
Oh, okay.
And then grapefruit, blood orange. That might be it. I feel like I'm putting something else in there. Anyway, and that's like it's a blood orange Paloma
Okay.
with just a little bit of bite, like that heat bite on the back of the tongue. Really pretty good.
That might be pretty tasty.
And these are all the ones that you've been trying this week, last couple days?
Yeah, those are ones that have been finalized. Those exist on the menu.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so they can be ordered now.
Yes, the
Okay.
ones that I'm still I had a rum drink that looked good, and then we made it, and it's just not good.
What did you put in it?
The rum drink?
Yeah.
It was a silver rum. It was Havana Club, yellow chartreuse, some of that lemon simple syrup, and some soda water.
Okay.
And then it was garnished with some thyme.
What do you think threw it off?
I don't know. It's muted is my problem with it.
Oh, there's no real punch with
Yeah,
flavor.
it doesn't have any. It doesn't have its own identity. It tastes a lot like one of the vodka drinks that we have on there. It just feels like vodka drink with something that a little bit of kerosene in it with the rum. I need something else. I think I'm gonna go like a fruit heavy. I'm gonna modify like a hurricane or a rum runner or something.
Yeah, would like pineapple juice add to that be the answer?
No, pineapple juice is. It's very specific how it mixes in drinks. You need to put it with the right things. Like it's a great compliment to certain things and a terrible compliment to others.
Got it.
A
So,
rum Arnold? Like a rum Arnold Palmer?
Yeah, but I think that steps on the vodka blueberry smash, and I'm getting a lot more for that drink than I am for the rum drink. Because because I can't sell a rum drink for $22.
How big is this glass?
Standard issue.
A lot for a drink.
Yeah, it's a captive audience at a ski resort.
That is true.
At a,
It's bougie.
I keep forgetting that you work at a bougie place.
It's in Tahoe. Everywhere's bougie. If
That
you're
is
serving
fair.
drinks in the summertime, it better be fucking bougie.
Oh, the topic I was talking about was the protests and they've gotten to the point where one of the colleges down in southern SoCal blocked themselves into a building, tagged all over the windows, broke a bunch of the stuff, putting out stuff outside as well, over by the sprinklers. It's getting wet, and they're just going on a rampage on their own school, just destroying it. And I don't see the school really doing anything. Where I figured there'd be some disciplinary action.
I mean, I imagine for destruction there would be. The problem is a lot of the protesters aren't students. Other groups are taking advantage of these protests to come and step on the school and do things, but you can't, like, unless you catch them, you don't have any way to identify them.
Right.
Hold on a second. Stace, if you go to a Filipino store, you can get leche ice cream, and it's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Or what's that? What's the fast food restaurant?
Jollibee?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just go to a Jollibee.
Jollibee has it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just go to Jollibee. Do yourself a favor.
They have one in Sacramento, right?
Yes, it's next to the
That's the
Seafood
closest
City.
one to us, right?
Well, they're all in Vallejo. Go to the one in Walnut Creek. There's a Jollibee in a Seafood City, and then there's a little bakery right next to it. Go get the leche from them. It's amazing. It's imported fresh from the Philippines.
Oh, nice. What are they using it?
Leche. It's like a fruit.
It's a fruit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really good. It's really good.
I haven't had that.
Once you have leche and other things, you get really spoiled real quick.
Oh, they have it in Vallejo.
Oh, well, yeah. Go to Vallejo then. Go in tomorrow,
in
my
tomorrow.
man. Yeah, it's just look for the leche ice cream. It'll change your life.
I will say for Father's Day, I think it's a pretty cool gift. And I've seen it on Facebook a couple of times. I think I showed you it, right?
Your koozie fishing.
It is a koozie with a section that sticks out that you put fishing line on, and you just toss the line in the water and drink. Then when you feel a bite, you hook it and then just go like this.
It's literally almost the most redneck thing I've ever seen. Almost.
I mean, if it was anything other than fishing, I would make a comment about being lazy, but it's fishing.
Yeah.
The whole point of the sport.
Is to drink.
Someone told me, I have two people that I work with, and they're like, no. Like, we river fish. We hike like 8-10 miles at a time. I'm like, but at some point, you do have to cast a line into the water,
Who
right?
the fuck hikes
Yeah.
8 miles to go fishing?
And they're like, well,
what?
yeah, because
I've
you
done
still
it
have to
twice.
fish.
Dude.
I'm like, can I just do the hiking and not do the fishing
Yeah,
part?
because you know what? Usually where you park the car, it turns out that's where the river is, and you can just fish right there.
Usually.
Fish is heavy and needs to be lugged back. I ain't lugging back.
And
8
you got to keep it
miles
cool.
in a chest. Fuck that. That means I have to walk the chest 8 miles. It's like the Ark of the Covenant. What, are you going to take 4 people with you on a pole and just walk it together?
See, that's where I find that they did it wrong, because what I would have done is just sit in the river in a tube with a cooler there and just tossed it out there and just fish there. Then
Yeah.
you just float down the river.
Yeah, well, or you could just go get birdshot and just stand on the riverbank
Or
and blast it into the water.
you do the same thing with dynamite. You get a lot more with that.
Fishing could be a lot more entertaining that way.
You can go
We can
bow-
make a sport out of it.
It is. You go bow fishing.
Yeah, no.
Takes a lot more accuracy.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that, but that takes also work.
I mean, if you're river fishing, can't you just fish with a big-ass net?
Usually, yeah.
Dude, you can until the fishing game warden comes by. They frown upon that.
You got a limit.
I would know. I've been there. You get a very stern talking to by a very angry short man who goes, "What are you doing?"
It's funny because they're always angry short men.
Yeah, they're like, "You're ruining the sport." You're like, "No, I'm just being efficient. I don't know what you're talking about."
Dude, I had a cousin who was like, I'm going to be a game warden. We're like, we shouldn't do that. He's like, why? Because like, no one's going to like you.
That's the point.
Like, all the friends that you have now won't be your friends.
No.
I thought about it, and then the same thing. I thought against it. I'm like, I like fishing. I have friends that fish.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
Yeah, you don't want to have to be that guy.
But you do it in an area where
Hey.
you don't live.
Listen, number one reason to visit the Alpine County Courthouse
Oh, yeah.
in Markleeville. California.
Dave has seen that several times. He
Yeah.
got a ticket there once and had to go deal with that. And
Fish
watch
and
all that.
wildlife violations.
Like 90% of them.
What's the second? Speeding tickets?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a hard one to figure out.
Which is what Dave got hit for.
In Alpine County?
Yep.
Bro,
That's where you.
Dude,
that's
okay,
the worst.
Joe, don't do it. Please don't do it. Just don't do it.
We don't smoke the Gurkhas. They're against the brothers.
I mean, we've had a couple here, and some of them are okay, but not really. Most
I
of
have the
them
worst luck with Gurkha.
are they-
The absolute worst.
Yeah, you have they fall apart and explode every time you touch one.
Literally every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
There was one Gurkha that I really liked. It had a snake on it, and it was all Nicaraguan. And it was a really good smoke,
Dude.
but it had the same issue. Half of them would blow up.
Like, I like the Gurkha Ghost. Like, it burns okay and tastes okay. The best Gurkha was the one they don't make anymore. It was that fucking Black Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
That Gurkha was so good.
They need
Really?
to bring that
And
back.
it was the most bougie thing you've ever seen. It was this hard leather case, orange velvet on the inside.
I mean, most bougie thing you've
huge
ever seen that's not their
dragon.
$1,300 cigar.
Yeah, we
Yes.
don't talk about that one.
That's expensive.
That one.
It's what, like,
Possible Louis Trey.
I
but
thought
we
they
don't-
had another one
we
that
don't
was
actually know.
like 7,000 a stick.
Do they? That
What?
seems steep.
Yeah, it was one of the ones that comes out like once a year, and Trump buys boxes of it, and it's like $1 million or so.
Does he still smoke cigars?
I don't know.
Not in jail.
I was going to say the same thing. He's not there yet. He's close. Who knows?
I don't know.
I mean, they've had pictures of him visiting his probation officer, which is kind of funny.
We'll put some money on the books for him to buy cigars.
Do you think the probation officer feels intimidated with the Secret Service sitting in the room with him?
I'm wondering if
I-
the Secret Service is still there.
They have
Yo,
to be.
they have to
Oh,
be.
yeah, because
Yeah, you have.
all the information he knows, huh?
He's in the room with someone that has a gun. They're there.
yeah.
Okay.
Just in case.
They're like, here, you take this. I don't need it with you guys standing here staring at me.
That might be the most well kept jail. If he ever goes to a jail, that will be the most well kept jail you've ever seen in your life.
That's right. All security is
Run
just.
by the
Dude, do you know how
Secret Service.
annoyed the jailers would be?
Oh, dude, that's a whole different level of fucking just amazing annoyment.
Like, can you first time prison guard gets into an argument with the Secret Service about protocols? Who do you think wins that argument?
I don't know, but I imagine that there's a report about hands on a federal agent, and somebody's now also sitting in jail.
Well, I mean, he would be in a federal prison, so I mean, technically, they're both federal employees, right?
Were they federal charges?
No, I don't think they were state
No,
charges.
just state.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's state.
but I figured they put him in a federal prison
No, that's not
No,
how that
that's-
works.
to
that's
keep
not-
him safe. I don't
no.
know. In his own little section.
I mean, I imagine they're like playing Rochambeau, for which jail has to take him if he actually goes to jail, because no one wants that. Like no one running a facility wants to deal with that.
They
Like
should,
the Secret Service and the
Yeah.
president and the fiasco that comes along with it.
they should just make a compound special. They probably
I
will.
don't know. It's whatever jail has the best Gen Pop, because I just want to see him in Gen Pop. That'd be a great sitcom.
So yeah, I mean the cigars that people produce, I saw. Okay, I haven't tried any of them because somehow I just find it a little bit offensive. But the Pappy cigar and the Buffalo Trace cigar, I don't know who makes them. Bad enough.
One of
they
them
were-
is Drew Estates.
Okay. Somehow, Cohiba paid the money to produce the Weller cigar. And seeing those two names in the same place bothers me.
Hurts a little bit.
Yeah.
just a little.
Because as much as people badmouth Weller, they badmouth Weller because they can't get it. And they don't think it's worth the $500 they were forced to pay for whatever bottle they bought.
Yeah.
Right? But it's at retail and probably even up to double retail. It's fantastic bourbon. Non-Cuban Cohibas are not good.
No. Not at all. Never.
It just feels like a marketing
Just-
gimmick.
It is because it's just the name. It's look, a Cohiba. You can be cool. You have a Cohiba.
And it's not even like it says Weller by Cohiba.
Oh, That's gross.
I mean, there's a chance it's better than the normal Cohibas at this point.
Yeah.
well, that's a really low ball that you're aiming for.
Yep.
To be like, oh, is it better than a regular Cohiba? Yeah, but
Not by much.
yeah, that's like being 20th and going to 19th. But at least we're
So,
not 20th.
I'm gonna be honest. This is exactly what I expected out of a Cusano 18
Oh, you guys
Maduro.
lit that
yeah,
already.
I'm a Maduro, right?
Not the review
Okay,
cigar.
got it.
Do we need to light the review cigar?
We are an hour in
Okay.
All right.
because we had like what 3 minutes of just 3 minutes of us just finishing up setup and just chiming in.
My fault. For anyone that's my fault.
It's kind of all of us.
But it's not bad. For a
No,
Maduro.
no, no. I would absolutely sell this.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would sell this to someone who smokes Maduros
No, I would sell this to someone who wants to dabble in something stronger.
or someone who wants to smoke age.
Yes.
Like, it's incredibly smooth. The age balances it out a ton, but it also eats a lot of that Maduro pop.
yes, it doesn't have that I'm a Maduro in your face.
So would you put it at a medium then?
Medium minus maybe?
I like medium minus.
Yeah, like it's
I mean, the flavors are
medium.
good. It's just not strong.
Okay.
It's better than a regular Cusano 18.
So if they go from a regular Cusano 18 and want to try a step up, just give them that one.
It's like
Yes.
richer than a Cusano 18,
But same.
but not so much that you're not going to advertise this as a Maduro to someone that smokes Maduros.
Well, yeah, fair.
You're going to advertise this as a well-aged cigar that's going to smoke incredibly smoothly with better flavors than, say, a Connecticut or a natural.
Okay.
This is honestly what I think the regular Cusano should taste like.
Oh, I would smoke these a great deal. If this was the regular Cusano 18, this is
Just
probably what I'd
boom.
smoke.
And then they made a Maduro that was actually stronger than this, then we'd be somewhere.
But this is not outside the category of first cigar I'm smoking in a session.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
it lives very closely to like the Warhawk.
I'll have to try it.
It's just like I need a cigar, first one of the day. Oh, I'll try that.
Yeah.
Not too light, not too heavy. Balances right out. And with that age, you're
It's
right.
like the
smooth.
Warhawk with a little bit more like roasted nuts.
Yeah. It is kind of nutty.
It is, right?
Yeah, that's interesting.
All right, let's light up these Fuentes.
Fuente.
Mm,
Delicious Cazadore Fuente.
Joe, I'm glad you don't have any of those in your humidor, for the record. Very glad. But they're definitely worth making fun of.
Does it come in a cool Remington case? Because that might be worth it.
about the only thing worth it.
Gurkha's cool for buying stuff that comes with cooler swag.
Like the sweat. Yeah.
The swag
Like,
is cool.
Like
does
the-
it come when you buy a Remington lever action?
Like the
Ooh.
when we got the Spec Ops, that case was nice.
Yes.
I still use
That
that
case
one.
was sexy.
That one's cool.
I still use it.
The upgraded version of that one was cool too.
Which one was that one?
Well, remember they had the Spec Ops, and then they did the Spec Ops Recon, and they revamped the Gurkha case.
Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't seen that one.
It's a box press.
Yes.
Yes. Your favorite thing. Because nobody really does it right.
Well,
usually.
conveniently, this one actually has a wrapper on it, so it doesn't just fall.
I mean, whatever roll they did on this was incredibly loose. Because even as a box press, it's like a Rocky box press. The draw is like free flowing.
Oh, nice.
Yes. This is the regular Fuente series, not the Chateau stuff.
All right. So this
Which
would
is
be like
nice.
the Snap then.
So this is like in the 858 category?
Yes.
Okay.
Similar kind of category.
Oh, I had a Chateau Sungrown today.
Yeah.
I got it from that Native American gas station. I don't think it was well kept. There was a weird taste to it that it's not usually there. Almost like,
For Sungrown?
yeah.
I mean, I like Fuente Sungrown. I like the 858 Sungrown the best, mostly because of the portions of wrapper to filler. I just like the flavor profile that it presents.
Okay.
It's the best presentation of the Fuente Sungrown.
Fair.
I like the risotto. That's a good one.
This is really good.
Off the first draw?
Yeah.
Yeah,
These-
right off the
these
rip.
are-
This is good.
These are so the next level up of these are those Casa Finas.
Yeah, Remington sort of fell off. They got bought, right? Someone did something, and I don't know.
Did they?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that sucks.
So I was looking into that transmission Remember that I emailed you that I was going to get that? And someone told me that it's been sitting for 6 years, so all the seals are probably bad and all that. And then
Oh, yeah.
I did some research on it. Apparently, there's a guy that started a 40-year-old car, but he had to do it a certain way, and it was step by step until it was ready. He'd like turn the key, not start it all the way, but get the engine to slightly turn over, stop, give it a few minutes, and then keep doing that to kind of like oil up the gaskets.
You manually do it.
Yeah, you can do it manually, or
Yeah.
you could do it that way by pulling off the distributor. So I was told to do that first before I decided to buy the transmission. So I think I'll manually do that and see if I get any leaks.
Okay.
But that's why I bought those bottles.
Oh.
It was well worth.
Oh yeah, this holds up. I like this.
Oh yeah, I got like
like
this.
I'm glad I got these.
Didn't we try an Arturo Fuente recently?
I thought the last Fuente we did was the Cuba one.
Oh, there you go. Christian suggests using lime instead of lemon.
For that rum drink?
Give it like some mojito flavor.
I'll give it a shot. I mean, I'm just trying. What I'm really trying to fight is actually putting a mojito on them
Oh, okay.
because my bartenders will kill me.
But I mean, that'll be a step away from it. If it'll be like it, not quite it.
I like a good mojito.
I've never had a mojito.
I'll give it a shot, Christian.
I don't care for mint.
I got to R&D that drink all like on my days off, so I'll buy a bunch of stuff and start putting stuff together and see what I like and don't like.
I had a mango mojito one time. That was really good.
Mango mojitos are pretty good.
Yeah, that was a good balance of mint, mango, and rum.
See, I don't stray from my drinking usually. I just stick with drinking straight, or like I strayed a little bit with that tequila lemonade, but I haven't drinking those in a while now since I've.
Well, it's because it's just now summer.
I know
Tequila lemonade is for summer.
that is true, and I drink
Bourbon
a lot
is
of
for
them.
winter.
Yeah, you're wrong. Bourbon is for always, every day.
No.
Yeah, Lane begs to differ.
I mean, I drink bourbon year round.
See,
I don't know what to tell you, but I also drink tequila lemonades.
I do too. I just haven't had any this year yet. It's been hot enough to where I can now, though.
Dude, it's coming quick.
It's supposed to cool down this week and then go back up.
No, it's this Monday, Tuesday. It's cool,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then it's back to 90s for many weeks.
And then
But
it's a
that's the
heat
thing.
wave.
You were never in
Maybe.
Carson. It's always 90. Right, it can get up to 90 down there, but up here it stays what 80s max.
Casey.
You got a runner.
Ooh,
Box press, man.
yeah.
Especially when they're airy. I like the way it smokes. It's just
Smoke's
not
good. Just
an
has
even
that-
burn.
Just has that unevenness. Yeah.
Fair amount of pepper in this for a Fuente.
I've noticed that from this series. These traditional, not Chateau series ones seem to be spicier.
Is it younger tobacco than the Chateau series?
I think so.
That might be where it's coming from.
I think it is.
But don't they also age the Chateau in that?
They do. They age the Chateau and they age the stuff that goes on like the last call or the short story.
Yeah, but they age it in
Yeah.
that wrap still, right? That cedar wrap.
Yeah, and they put the Chateau. All the Chateaus are cedar based.
You know
Yeah.
what? This is the flavor. I don't know how to say this. When I think back to cigars that I smoked when I wasn't smoking that much when I was younger, like college, high school, this is the flavor profile I remember.
Just like the everyday, like you didn't care what you were smoking. Just like that's it.
Yeah, not even that I didn't care, but like the referential cigar from your childhood. This tastes like that to me.
Just that blast from the past.
Yeah.
Simple flavors, nothing crazy.
Mine's still the Macanudo. That was the first cigar I had at 15.
I'm so sorry for you.
Well, that's what my
Which
stepdad gave me.
Macanudo though? Which one?
I don't even remember. It was that long ago. It was when I was 15.
Was it in
17
a white
years
tube?
ago?
Do you remember?
No, it was not.
Dude, I remember what my first cigar was.
Yeah, I don't know what mine was.
I remember it was a Macanudo. I don't know what it was though.
What was yours?
Acid Blondie.
Oh my god.
So I'm a step up from that. But I did the wrong thing and I inhaled the whole thing because nobody told me I wasn't supposed to. So I inhaled the whole thing while drinking, turned every shade of green, refused to puke, and then watched my little brother lay down see the room spin, and then barf everywhere. It was awesome.
That's a rite of passage with cigars, I think.
Hey, I refused to puke. I stayed through.
It was hazing in here, so it was
I don't know that I've ever puked from a cigar.
I've gotten close a couple of times, but that's because I didn't eat. And then I decided to smoke like 3 cigars.
Yeah,
and they were all Maduro and heavy.
I came close, and that was off that Rocky Patel Lancero Maduro.
I mean, the closest I ever got was that LaFleur.
Yeah.
The triple Lajero Lancero.
I see those today. I'll buy them just to break them. I don't.
The problem is I really like that cigar.
I do too, but I see them today and I still buy them and break them. You'll never hurt anyone again.
The flavor on it's fantastic.
It's so good. It's not fair. It's just not in a Lancero. Like anything but the Lancero. I don't know what it is about Lanceros that does that. But
Well, who else
fuck.
does a triple Lajero cigar?
Yeah, not many.
First of all, the money that you're spending to create Lajero filler.
And binder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stupid. Like that's you want to know why LaFleur has problems getting distribution out for some things? That's why. They're bougie as fuck.
Christian was asking about the Andalusian Bowl. I don't know if they're still hit and miss.
They were good the first time we had them, and then the second,
fuck,
not
man,
so much.
I haven't had the want to buy one.
Was that because they weren't aged?
Yeah.
The second
The
time?
second batch wasn't old enough. They
was-
rushed them out.
Yeah.
Super rushed.
Because
to
the
get the box.
first batch was phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. It was,
I mean, it was amazing.
yeah, you were like,
But I don't know
oh.
if they're still coming out young. I feel like they're not. The demand has fallen. I haven't smoked one in like a year and a half.
Yeah, it does.
Probably fell off because of that
It
second
does
batch.
the thing. It does the. This was the number one cigar. Everyone wants it. Then everybody can't get it. And then when people can get it, it's because it's been rushed. So then they go, oh, it's fucking trash. And then you forget about it. And then a couple years later, you go, wasn't that number one cigar? And then you try it again. And you're like, oh, I remember why I like this cigar. It's really good. Why aren't people talking about this? Like, dude, you're 2 years behind. Everyone was talking about this 2 years ago. Live in the now.
Let's talk about watching young G.I. Joe. Try Kodiak Chew the first time. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have never chewed.
I've never done Kodiak, but I've also
Oh.
I've chewed Copenhagen Wintergreen Long Cut, and to tell you the truth, they have mints that are not Copenhagen Wintergreen. Every time I smell those mints, it makes me want to dip, and I get like that mouth watering from it. I'm like, oh, so I don't eat those mints.
You're just programmed.
Yeah, at this point, I'm programmed because like my favorite mints are the spearmints. They haven't had them. It's been wintergreen at Walmart, and I have refused to grab them.
Because
'Cause the smell.
Flashback from
So-
Chew.
Yeah,
Projectile vomiting, Christian, but have you ever projectile vomited in a way where people joke after the fact
Yep.
that it actually hit the ceiling?
Yes.
I mean, you've gotten close a couple of times.
No, I did it because that's when I almost
That's the one
Died
over here, right?
It's
from
the
alcohol
first time you
poisoning.
almost died, apparently.
Yeah, from alcohol poisoning.
Up in the hall outside the coat check.
That's why he doesn't drink as much.
That's why I don't drink Red Bull vodkas anymore. Because when you have 14 doubles, apparently it's a bad day.
Well, the thing was, it wasn't just that. They came out with those new flavors, and that's what got you.
You know, it turns out that the blueberry Red Bull is really good with vodka, and so is the cranberry Red Bull. Because then you're just like, oh, it's a cranberry vodka. This is fantastic. But there's also fucking Red Bull in there. So when you drink 14 of those. And we were getting doubles for $1 because Alex was a dick and liked to fucking drink and overpour the shit out of us in the club.
Well, he was.
Yeah.
Would you say he's a piece of shit, or would you say he's pretty
Pro-
awesome?
Probably one of the best bartenders I've ever known. But that's,
I'm just
that's-
saying. The only other better bartender that we know is sitting right there.
It's fair.
I'm retired.
That's what they all say.
Jose Cuervo.
I came out of retirement to
Yeah.
pay for law school, and then I re-retired.
Then you were like, nah, I don't need this anymore.
I mean, you do it a little bit at your house for testing for the R&D part.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
And I still go behind the bar at work sometimes to help out, but it's different.
No more the flare. No more the Tom Cruise flare.
No more flair.
No.
Although I picked up, so I still spin my church key behind my hand, like I throw it around, and I still catch other bartenders looking at it like,
How the hell do you do that?
what are you, wait, hold on, do that again. What are you doing?
I can do that with nunchucks.
I'm sure.
Yeah, you spin the chain around the hand to catch the other one. It's pretty cool. It's the only Bruce Lee move I learned.
You haven't showed him the bottle tricks yet? Do you think you could still do the bottle tricks?
I mean, the first couple throws would be, I'll do it. Sometimes when I'm standing at the bar doing nothing, I'll grab a shaker and start like throwing it around and balancing it on my hand and like, and they just like the bartenders just watch like.
Just seeing if you still have it.
It's
You're like, gotta practice. Keep the
lefty
skills.
is a little rusty. Like I can do it, but it takes a minute.
Yeah, it takes a couple tries, and then once you have it down, it's back.
That's how when you hire bartenders, you should have a competition. Be like, if you don't know flair, I don't know if I can hire you.
Dude, the last bar I hired this guy named Cole. Never bartended before in his life. He was the ad, so he's trying to get season to season, which if you're going to be a permanent ski resort employee is a big deal.
Okay.
So he was the ski school admin. And now admit it, I hired him for the outside bar for the lunch shift. Figured I'd just train him in. But then I lost lunch shift and the outside bar for whatever reason, don't matter. And someone was like, well, what are you going to do? You're just going to move him to a different position? I'm like, no, he's going to be a fantastic bartender. It's just going to be longer training. And they're like, but we've got these people that know what they're doing. I'm like, yeah, but they're terrible. Call's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Just take my word for it. So we're like 3 days in, and someone walks over to me, and they're like, wait, how did, like, he's incredible. How did you know? Like, I've been hiring bartenders for a long time.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Stay in your lane. You go,
No, you can't steal him.
Yeah. No, he's mine.
That was basically after you turned 21. You were hiring bartenders and doing all that, right?
So I was put in a position where I had to hire bartenders 3 weeks before my 22nd birthday.
See, and that you just developed a talent for finding good bartenders.
Well, I had to hire some bad ones first. I hired this kid named Norm, who was actually a really good bartender. He was terrible at all the things that went around bartending, and I mean terrible. Like he's also the first bartender that I hired that I almost fired.
What are the things around bartending, though?
I was working 7 days a week when I took that job.
Yes.
Fast forward about 6 months, I get to the point where I'm comfortable taking Mondays off. Slowest day of the week. And school's not in session. It was summer at this point. But Norm has to close. So he calls me up the first Monday, and he's like, I don't know where the key is. I'm like, it's in the office right above the computer hanging on a nail. Okay, I'll go look. Puts the phone down. Comes, now mind you, this is 4 a.m. Comes back out. He's like, it's not there. I need you to come down. All right, fine. So I drive down. Like, I show up. I do bunch of the closing stuff. I go look in the office. I go, Norm, the key's right here. He's like, okay. Close up the place, leave. Next Monday, calls me up. He's like, the key's not there.
Bro.
All right, I'll come down.
Bro.
I go in. The key is on the nail. Like, Norm, the key is right here.
Right where it's supposed to be.
Right where it was the last time.
He's like, oh, okay, I got it now. Third week.
No.
He calls me up and he goes, the key's not there. And I go, Norm, if the key's there, when I get down there,
I swear to fuck.
I didn't swear. I didn't even raise my voice. I go, if the key's there, when I get down there, you're fired. And he goes, hold on. And I hear him run back to the office. And then he runs back to the phone. He goes, no, it's really not here this time. All right, fine. I'll go. I fully expected it to be there. I get down there. Key actually wasn't there.
What? What a twist.
But that was also the last time he ever called me to help him close on Mondays.
Oh, so he found the key after that. Mm-hmm. That's good. That's convenient.
The restaurant manager took the key. Like, one of the people that worked for me took the... I don't know why she took the key, but she did.
Wow.
Because she wanted people to call you in the middle of the morning.
Probably. She didn't like me very much. She thought she should have my job. Like, she'd been there for a while when I got the promotion. But she'd been there for a while the place was going bankrupt. And then, it wasn't when I was there.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was turning around.
You showed up and it started booming.
Yeah, I mean, I had a great staff. They just no one was taking advantage of it.
They didn't know how to use the staff correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it usually is. That's what it is right now at camp.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's somewhat going south right now, and I might have a bunch of people maybe out the door soon.
Oh.
But I'm not 100% sure, so.
Hey, just, if you leave those pamphlets around that say that, unions are coming and there's going to be a strike, changes a whole lot of stuff. I'm all about revolution, my man. Let me tell you what.
I know you are.
Revolution.
The good news is a lot of the dorm staff are still doing majority of the same things. We get told not to on some parts. Do we listen?
No.
It all depends, because if we listen on some things, it's not going to work.
Sometimes that's how it has to go, man.
Yeah. And
Sometimes doing the right thing ain't doing the right thing.
then they put more work on me because I'm graveyard.
Yeah,
They're like, here, take more.
Dude, graveyard gets
You're
all
not doing anything at night. Have some more
Yeah,
work.
That's
you have
exactly
plenty
what
of
they
free
say.
time. Yeah,
It's-
it's always like, well, you have free time. You could do this too. I love that.
Right? I have free
You're
time.
like, when was the last time you worked graveyard? You're like, what the fuck? You get here at 9 a.m, leave at 5. What the fuck do you know about graveyard?
I enjoy the crew on Graveyard that I'm working with right now. It's going to change, of course, because people are moving around again and they're redoing the schedule. But for the most part, right now, we got things down as much as possible.
Yeah?
Yeah, even with the new guys that I have to train, because apparently that's my job now.
Oh, yeah, you're on graveyard.
Well, yeah, the highest person on Graveyard is not me.
You're senior field agent. That means you get all senior field agent responsibilities.
I'm not even the senior field agent, which is funny,
No, you are.
but I still get all the stuff.
Yeah, so you've been designated as senior field agent. Sometimes it's not just the senior guy, it's just the guy who gets designated.
Fair. Oh, I started watching NCIS again.
Of course you did.
I couldn't help it. It was there. I'm like,
Oh,
I don't
actually-
understand. I can't help it. It was there. There's so many alternatives in life.
There's so many alternatives,
choosing that.
but there's bad TV right now. Like
See, there is, but you know what? If you get a chance to watch it, the Gentleman TV show is pretty fucking good.
it's just called The Gentleman.
It's the so you remember the Matthew McConaughey movie
Yeah.
that Guy Ritchie did? There's a Netflix TV show now that like continues the story and the premise. Fantastic.
Okay. What's
And
it on?
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
And Guy Ritchie is directing it, so it's still technically a Guy Ritchie joint. It's fantastic. Giancarlo Espinosa's in it. He's the bad guy, naturally.
Has he ever played not the bad guy?
Once, I think.
What's that Spike Lee movie?
I don't know.
I mean, he was just the angry guy who got his kick stepped on, but I think he wasn't the bad guy in that movie. I think he was just there. Other than that, I'm pretty sure he's been the bad guy every time.
So he's either been the bad guy or the anti-hero.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Okay, I need to stop smoking this.
he's anti Raul
Yeah,
Julia.
you smoked that down to the nub.
I'm halfway through it,
Okay.
maybe.
the nubbin.
I put mine down earlier.
Yeah, I know.
Speaking of which, we should get out of here and do some reviews.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Pitter patter,
let's get at her.
Let's get at her.
All right, guys, if you made it this far,
Don't
the
do it.
YouTube-
Nope.
Oh, you were going to do it.
Oh, yeah, I was
Oh,
going to do it.
oh,
Look at
shit.
that.
I'm sorry. I cut you off.
Look at
That's
that.
my bad.
Wow.
It's all my bad.
I mean, there is
Wow.
a reason why security calls you the pretentious one.
Who in security calls me the pretentious one?
I'll give you a hint. It's one of the recent ones that comes in and out in the middle of the night. She's standing right behind you.
Oh, she would.
She would.
So Kevin's nickname is Raccoon Boy.
Because every
He's
time
always in the roof. Every time she comes by.
I was doing stuff in the ceiling. New
She's
camera.
never said two
He's-
words to me.
he's
How am I
designated-
pretentious?
I think she watched the podcast.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. Last time we talked to her, she wasn't subscribed, so.
No, she's on there.
Okay.
I've made sure that anyone who walks in here is subscribed, otherwise they don't get access.
All right. Like
That's
I
a
said, if
rule.
you guys made it this far, do the YouTube thing, and we'll see you on the next